Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. DraftKings week 14 is over, so we're going to do our recap video. I'm going to go through everything that I did, well, some of the things that I did in week 14. We're going to go over my ESPN Plus column called Best Buys. We're not going to go over like every single video because that would take me 2 hours and I don't have that kind of time. So this is going to be a quick hitter, just like every single week. We go over every player that I wrote up in Best Buys. We're going to talk about where we were right, where we were wrong, where I got lucky, where I was unlucky, and how we can improve for next week. We'll go over my high stakes lineup and my 150 lineups that were in the Millionaire Maker, see what my top out point was. This week we'll look at the cage match. We'll take a look at how I did. I got a FanDuel lineup for you to take a look at, as well as the top 10 finishers in the Smiz Gang Listener League, and we'll finish off with the Guillotine League over on ESPN as well, the 06010. So we'll take a look at that and we'll go over it all, and it puts us in a better place to maybe move forward. And this is like, I hate this time of year. I like this time of year for family. I like it for holidays. I like it for those type of things. I hate it because now they play like Saturday schedules and it breaks up the main slates, and like there's like a 2-game slate on Saturday, so it's just 2 more showdown games a week and it breaks up the content. So like I have my own content creator issues with this time of year, but I understand that people are like, hey, I get 1 more day of NFL football, so like I guess that's fine. If that's what you want to, if that's what you're looking forward to, fantastic. For a content creator, it does kind of suck. I don't like it. And I don't like it as a DFS player either. So it is what it is, but that's just me. If you like it, let me know in the comments down below. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel now that we're over here on the second channel for the recap video. Let me know how your week 14 did. Subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a reply. I said drop a like. I guess that's it. Let's go.
He's a legend.
All right, we will start with Best Buys, as we do every week. In ESPN Plus column, it is behind the paywall. It's the only real paywalled piece of information that I have for fantasy football. And it's not my choice. ESPN puts it there. It exists, but like you all have Disney Plus anyway, so is it really paywalled at all? Dak Prescott did not pay off. 12 points. So this was a miss by me. Just a weird game against Washington. They looked like they were going to stop them early in the game, and then they just stopped being able to complete passes. He was 22 of 39, one of the most efficient passes in the league, just could not complete passes with a full arsenal of weapons at his disposal as well. The entire passing game was there, minus Pollard, right? But like Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, Schultz, all in play. 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, ran 7 times for 15 yards, 11.9. That's a miss. My bad. Taysom Hill was not a miss. And yeah, we got a little lucky here that he ended up running a 50-yard touchdown late in the game to really bring everything home for us. 15 of 21 for 175, no touchdowns. Ran it 11 times for 73 and 2 touchdowns, 26.3 DraftKings points. Absolute smash. Tom Brady, another smash, 33.12 fantasy points, 31 for 46, 363, a couple of touchdowns, and ran in a touchdown. So Sharon, thank you very much for the $25 donated to No Kid Hungry. Appreciate that. So just, he's absurd. He's unbelievable every single week, and just stack and double stack Brady all the time in tournaments, especially if you have multiple lineups, or if you're playing a single entry like I do in smaller field stuff. People just don't do it as often as they should. Justin Herbert, also extremely awesome, continues to roll. 23 of 31, 275, 3 touchdowns, ran the ball for 19 yards, 24.9 points. That's another smash. Austin Eckler got injured, but was well on his way. 12 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown, caught 2 of 4 balls for 17, only 16.4, got hurt. That sucks, especially in comparison to like a day like Alvin Kamara had where he went nuts. Big L on Antonio Gibson, 10 carries, 36 yards, massive percentage in turns. Everybody was on Antonio Gibson, and it was very easy to pivot away from, but like as other things, as Melvin Gordon was in play, that took away a lot of Javonte, and all that Javonte just pivoted right to Antonio Gibson. And it didn't work. 5.1 points. No good. No bueno. And a fumble. Like the game just got away from him. They stopped going to him. That offense is not very good, and Dallas' defense is pretty good. Javonte Williams got there, but I'm going to say that we were lucky as he did not touch the ball as many times as Melvin Gordon. He did not play as many snaps as Melvin Gordon III. He did end the day with 2 touchdowns. You take those 2 touchdowns away, he's got like a 9.5 point day. Ended with 21.3, carried it 15 times for 73, caught one of two balls. We got lucky with this one. If you stayed on Javante, good for you. Awesome. Most people pivoted to Gibson and felt maximum pain. Leonard Fournette continues to roll. 19 carries, 113 yards in the bonus, and a touchdown. Caught 4 of 7 balls. One of the best fantasy backs in the league on a week in, week out basis, and has been underpriced all year. 26.2 points on one of the best offenses in the league. Like, he's too good. Josh Jacobs, I pivoted off of him a lot as we were talking about this on the Anti-Tinkercast this week because it just didn't fit with my Kansas City Chiefs decks. I thought that they were going to play from ahead, so I wanted to have more involvement in the passing game as bringbacks, as opposed to I wasn't really playing Derek Carr stacks. Thought it was a fine standalone play. He did have 6 targets in this game, but the value with Josh Jacobs is when he's going to get 18 or 20 carries on top of getting 6+ targets, 5+ targets. He wasn't going to get that if they were going to be playing from behind, and I thought that they were going to be playing a lot from behind in this game. So he ended the day with 11 points. It's a miss from me. Hopefully you got off him. Saquon Barkley did just fine, albeit with a late touchdown. Everything kind of got lucky this week, I guess. Like, there was some stuff that just smashed. But some places we got lucky with a bailout, and Saquon got us that bailout. 16 carries for 64 yards. Love the volume. 3 catches on 3 targets, 31 yards and a touchdown. That came late to bail us out in this spot. So the good play kind of got bailed out, and, you know, sometimes process meets results and you just get there with a roundabout way. But the volume was there and it justifies the play, especially if you pivoted off of Gibson, as he was like 2.5 to 3 times less played. Tyreek Hill did not get there, even though the Chiefs scored about 96 real life points yesterday. They went to like backup running backs. 3 running backs scored touchdowns. The defense scored a touchdown. So Tyreek Hill, there was no meat left on the bone for him, so he was a miss. Chris Godwin, 15 targets. Another 15 targets. As long as Antonio Brown is out, as long as Chris Godwin's going to be manning the slot, Brady has always peppered slot receivers throughout his career. Godwin, great at getting separation in small and short and intermediate spaces, and continues to get a ton of looks. 10 catches on those 15 targets, 105 yards, no touchdowns, 23.5 DraftKings points. That's a smash. Hunter Renfrow, another smash. 13 catches on 14 targets, 117 yards, and got a touchdown. 32.7 points. Now, the instructions on the Chargers were Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, like, both are in league and safety protocols. Mike Williams was going to be chalk as Keenan Allen was out, and then we preferred the other guys as well. Basically, everybody kind of got there, as Mike Williams ended with like 12 points, but the 2 value plays, Palmer and Guyton, both got there. Laquan Treadwell also did well, paid off his salary, still cheap in week 15. Rob Gronkowski did not pay off his salary, did have 11.2 points, so he didn't bury you. Got 9 targets, which is great, but only caught 5 of them for 62 yards. Austin Hooper smashed on only 30 yards receiving because he got a touchdown, 5 of 7 targets for 14 points. Travis Kelce, pay up to be contrarian, but big miss, as everybody in that passing game was a big miss for us yesterday, unless you played like Josh Gordon, which you didn't. 3 catches on 4 targets, 27 yards, 5.7 points, and Brevin Jordan got there. Absolute minimum salary, $2,500 on DraftKings, 7 targets for 2.5K is #good. We love to see that. And he caught a touchdown. 4 balls, 26 yards, and a touchdown, 12.6 points. Saints defense scored 7. Panthers defense scored 2. Browns defense scored 14. Let's go over and take a look at my Millionaire Maker lineups. As you can see, I don't want to see the promos, DraftKings. I did not have a winning week in the Millionaire Maker. $3,000 entered, got back $1,290. My highest scoring lineups were this one, 177 points. I got 2 basically into the top 1%. Not a great week for me across my 150. That was a Brady stack. This was an Allen stack. If you listen to the 06010 podcast, you know how much I was into that game. I wanted to have a whole lot of shares of Brady and of Allen double stacks. I think I had 15% Brady, 15% Allen, but I was not on the right parts surrounding them as much as I would have wanted to be. But my high stakes lineup did cash on both sites. So Tom Brady double in this spot. Unfortunately, I did eat the chalk with Gibson, got off what I thought was going to be the chalk from Renfrow to get to Cooper, but Cooper ended up in this. I tell you guys all the time, high stakes is a different animal. It just is. Cooper was more played than Renfrow. Renfrow was 22%, Cooper was 25%, so I should have just stayed with him and stayed with the Browns D. That would have scored me an awful lot more points. But here it was. Gronkowski, Godwin, brought it back with Beasley. They were all fine, not thrilling, but fine. Eating the Gibson chalk just did not work out for anybody. It's about 70% in that tournament. Also cashed, so that one I kind of min cashed that one. So $5,000 entry fee, I cashed for $10,000. Fifth place, min cash. So, oh well. This one also min cash, $1,500 to enter, single entry tournament, $100,000 up top, $2,500 for me in this one. The big mistake was coming off of Kittle, who I had in my original build with Evans and Fournette. So I would have scored more points, would have finished higher, but what are you going to do? Really low scoring week. I think the winning lineup in this had 186 points in that tournament. We'll understand this a little bit more in just a second. Same lineup. Palmer paid off, Beasley double, and then had Cooper and Gibson as a bring back in that spot. 53% there, but look at how low Brady was played, and look at how low Gronkowski was. So like getting this double stack got me off of an awful lot of chalk at high stakes. The cage match scored 183 points. I don't enter this in anything. I really don't. Other than the cage match. It's a standalone lineup for me. It's the Wednesday show. This would have won basically every high stakes tournament yesterday. Taysom Hill, Leonard Fournette, Javonte Williams, Chris Godwin, Reynolds. We picked this on Wednesday, so he was the primary value. This would have gone down to something else, and I would have paid up somewhere else and would have had less points. Hunter Renfrow, Knox, Williams, Joe Holka with 125. Appreciate you being on the show, Joe, but I'm happy that we raised a little bit more money for No Kid Hungry. Thank you for being on the show. My high stakes lineup on FanDuel, 24th out of 134 in the $3,000, what is this, the Gladiator? Yeah, the 400K Gladiator. Another min cash here. I don't like min cashing, but it's better than no cashing. So min cash, a better town to be in. I hate that I can't show you the lineup. Brady, Ezekiel Elliott, Jeff Wilson was like free. So like both of these guys ended up being the chalk based on what their prices were. Neither of them did very well at all. Jamar Chase, smash, Godwin, Williams, Dawson Knox, Leonard Fournette, and the Seahawks defense, where I should have had the Chiefs here. But I paid up to be contrarian on defense because I don't like to eat the chalk on defense. And they were always going to be the highest played, the Chiefs, because they were like 3,700 yesterday at home against the Raiders. Looking at the Smiz Gang Listener League. Up top, Nick Foles for life. Joe Burrow, Chase, Higgins. Brought it back with Kittle and his 37 points. So that's going to be good. When you double stack something that has a 4% player, a 5% player, a 6% quarterback, and the highest paid wide receiver in that is only 12%. Went with Rashad Penny, who was going to be the lead guy at 4,800. Great pivot off of Jeff Wilson here. 29 points. Leonard Fournette, smash every week. Landry caught his first touchdown. Gabriel Davis as the bring back for Fournette. So look at there, a double stack and a bring back with the Browns defense. 207 points. Well-built lineup. 514 Ritz Cracker. Congratulations on second. With Josh Allen doubles there with a bring back of Godwin. London Bulldogs, JB696318. That's a lot of numbers. Jason Claytor, Roge 24, Squawker. It's not Skywalker, it's Squawker. 0716. Got his third lineup in there. Prep Killers, Kevs1, and JoJo 919. Now the Smiz Gang Listener League is going to be there for week 15, but we're either going to change the format or they're going to make it smaller. I don't know what they're going to send me. It's either going to be 3,000 and 3 max, or it's going to stay at 3,250 and they might push it to 5 max so that people can maybe enter a couple more times and get us to fill it up, because we can't leave it unfilled and expect them to overlay a tournament that they're already making no money on. So it's up to us to fill it. Taking a look over at my Guillotine League, the 06-0-0 Survivor. Great week out of Taysom Hill. We made the right decision there to pick him up and play him over Dak Prescott. Saquon 18. Dalvin Cook played for us on Thursday night, did amazing. Picked up Marquise Brown. He did well. T. Higgins was fine. Big disappointment for Travis Kelce in the final cut week of the season. And Terry McLaurin posting Blutarski 0.0 is no way to go through life, son. I do have Sony Michel going on Monday Night Football at Arizona with no Darrell Henderson. I'm expecting 90% of the snaps for him. Arizona has not allowed a lot of touchdowns to opposing running backs. I'm going to need them tonight, but they have allowed a ton of catches and a ton of yards to opposing backs. Right now, we're sitting on 111 points. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. At 119.8, but I believe he has Cooper Kupp. So I don't think Strawman is catchable for me. Stefania posting a massive week with 156. Bishop Sycamore at 135. Outwit Outplay at 139. So my target, I have to get over 135.22 points. Man, I could have used some points, Terry McLaurin. I wish you didn't get hurt. I could have used a couple points. So I need like a 24.03 point day out of one Sony Michel. It's not impossible. You're saying there's a chance. He scored 21.9 last week against Jacksonville. We know that he's going to get a ton of usage. It is full PPR. We need at least one touchdown. Probably need about 5 catches for Sony. It's going to be tough. We can still make it. Tune into Monday Night Football and find out. That's all I got for you for this week for the recap. Pay attention on the main channel, because as we hit 50,000 subscribers on the main channel, we are going to do a bunch of giveaways, and we should get there this week. So thank you guys for watching. Drop a like on the video. Look out for another one right there.
He's a legend.